Hello there, I'm AJ PuzzleFerret and welcome back to Portal Knights, where in the last episode we were inside a academy classroom area, and we were just sort of putting in all of these wonderful decorations and stuff around the place, so the nice pictures and all of the different classrooms being set up, well, downstairs anyway. And now we have, of course, the upstairs to set up. Where do I put the stairs? Here they are. So easily missed. I wonder if I should put something around here. You know, this could have some supplies or bookshelves or something, couldn't it? Clutter is so very important in a place to make it look as if it's actually lived in. For if you don't put clutter around, it really doesn't look lived in at all. And if it doesn't look lived in, well, then it just doesn't look right, does it? So let's have a look at that and put some things in here. We don't want it facing the other way. That's good. And the other one, so that we've got a little bit of difference there. Now I don't want to put too much in here, so I think that's probably it. Although, technically, I could probably move those a little bit further along. Wrong bit! Okay. And put them here. Properly. There we go. And here. And then I've got room for one more here. There. The corner has nothing in it, but that doesn't matter. I can actually fill that in, but I'll deal with that later. That doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got this area here, which also needs classrooms in it. Now, obviously, I will put a classroom right at the back over here. So, where's our lectern? Here it is. We'll need one of these. Massive stone job, but, you know, it's alright to have a massive stone lectern everywhere, every so often. It might be immensely heavy on these little floorboards, but it'll do. Okay, now this one, it might be a corner thing. Yes. Are we right next to the wall? Yes, we are. We don't want to be right next to the wall, because otherwise it'll look weird. Alright, so let's have a seat here and a seat here. But this is pretty well laid out, because actually, it's got plenty of room for people to get past. Excellent. Now again, I'm probably going to have some stuff just to separate things out a bit. So let's have two of those. I don't know if I can fit stuff higher up. Maybe these would be a good thing to fit higher up. Because they're like smaller, but they're closed up. Really, you'd put those on the floor, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd put those down there and then you'd stick stuff on top of them. Can I stick stuff on top of that? I can! Excellent. Oh, that's going to look good. Okay. Let's wipe out these other ones then and put little floor cupboards in there. They've got plenty of room for opening, so that's about right. And there, and I could do with a different one because it's good to have variety. I don't need those. We could have an empty one. Not everything has to be full up. I don't know. I don't want teapots and that sort of stuff, so I should probably go for these. I do like sticking clutter around the place. It just makes things look so much better. Now, we need some sort of other thing. So a diagram or something like that might be good. Maybe a certificate of some variety as well. Okay, so let's put a certificate up here. Ooh, wow, that's a big certificate, isn't it? I think that's a certificate in pirating, isn't it? Yes. It's got the skull and two little dagger things. It could be a pirate thing. And we've got a leaflet of some variety up here on the wall. Excellent. I don't know whether that's actually the right way up. No idea. But again, we're looking for clutter to make things look a little bit more lived in. Now that we've got that classroom separated off, we can have another classroom, and we can have it over here. That's facing the wrong way. Yeah, we need some space. Good. Now then, where is this classroom? Should it be over here and out that way? For space, I think I'm going to have it over here. Because this seems right, doesn't it? It's got a proper little area for the teacher there. Okay, so we can have some here. And a few here. It's a smaller classroom, but it'll do. Maybe you could go out that way. You can still see the teacher there, so yeah. Okay, and again, we want to separate it off from the rest, so here, a little place, and maybe another one up here. Maybe not. We don't want things falling on people when they come up the stairs. That would be a mistake. I can't put that there because then there'd be a bench in the way. Maybe if I stick this here instead, and then stick this here. Yes. It's still a little dangerous looking. We are right next to the area for the actual stairs. That would be nice, but then there's a window in the way. Okay, let's go this way. Now this is all set out pretty good. But it has given us extra space for another little classroom here, because that's already separated out. So hopefully that little wall of stuff should stop us from getting too much noise interfering with the next class over here. And again, there's plenty of space down the side. I might put some more decorations around the place, and there's plenty of room for the for people to come up the stairs and deal with that. So let's separate this off again in the same way as we did the other classroom, just by having a couple of these and a few of these across the way. You can't really get any further up than that. I mean, I am not tall enough to reach all the way up there, so I can't put anything up there. So that's okay as it is. Might put another leaflet over here. I like that you can put leaflets and stuff on the back of cupboards. That's brilliant. Okay. So that's 3 extra classrooms. This is going pretty well, although someone has to walk past all of these classrooms to get to their next classroom. I don't know if that's a sensible idea. Maybe we should have a little bridge going over here in the middle. Let's see about that. I'll set that up, and then I'll see you. Alright, so now it's got a little bridge that goes over from one set of classrooms to the next. And people will only people can get straight into this classroom, and they can get straight into this classroom. The only classroom that needs a little bit more walking to is this one. So yeah, there is a way around the back, but that's not really set up properly yet. Let's get some of these in to give us a little barrier. In the last episode, I said I was going to put these barriers up all over the place. And I totally agree with that, so I will do that. I've just not got around to it yet. I didn't realise I'd left it. Although it looks quite good for this bit to be the only one that has that. I think I will do it all around, because I do think it's quite a cool type of barrier. Rather than just the slabs that I've had everywhere else. Right, so now we've got another space for another classroom over here, and we can stick some of these benches in. I want space, really. I don't want it to be right up to the edge, because otherwise people have to barge past other people to get to things. Maybe we can go for the chairs again. I think we found, fancy chairs. Always good to have fancy chairs. Let's go over and destroy these again. And then stick the fancy chairs in instead. Excellent. 2 and 3 over here. Your voice can carry a reasonable distance. I know it looks a bit weird to have the chairs at the side, but I think that'll be okay. Although I could put books and stuff lining the wall instead. I might have a think about that, because that might be nice. Alright, well, I don't want to spend absolutely ages on the classroom that's here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I was doing next, which is this building over here. You may remember in the last episode this was sort of a shell, and not all of it was done. Well, now I've been messing around with it. I've managed to get all of the outside area of it completed. And it is, as I said in the last episode, it's sort of similar to the design of the other ones, but at the same time it's very different. I've been using this green all over the place to try and make it look very much more fancy than the others. So this is like a building that might have been built first before the other buildings were put in later. And I actually made it into the clock tower that I wanted to have. I've got it. The clock face is a tiny bit simple. If I'd have made the clock tower considerably bigger, then I would have been able to do a much more fancy face for that. But unfortunately, I made it small, so it's small. And it's got this nice green roof because I'm continuing to try and keep the green feel going all the way through. If you go in it, at the moment, it's empty. I haven't yet actually put the stairs in there, so going down there, it's empty all the way down to the nice fancy floor at the bottom, which I literally, it's the last thing I put in before I exited last time I was playing. Now I have put another fancy floor into the main room, which is the bottom floor of this, and then I've made a top floor for this, which again is made in the same style as the place in the other place. So through this door, and you're into the classrooms. Now I don't know whether I want to make this into more classrooms. Maybe this is an eating hall. I mean, it's got the sort of eating hall vibe, hasn't it? Because it's a massive area that's not got any separations out in it, so it could be an eating hall. If it was, then I could do with a kitchen. Maybe I could put a kitchen next to this, or somewhere around there. I don't know. If you go through this door and then you go up a few levels, when I've actually put the levels in there to go up, you can go in here, and this is the roof space of that particular area. Now, this area, I think, is likely to be storage, because it's the sort of thing that you would put in a roof space. So I think that lots of these sort of story-type bits would be good. I think there's different ones as well. I don't think that you have to be all the same. It could have plates. This makes sense for a kitchen, doesn't it? I mean, you might not want all your plates on the... Oh, I'm going through the old menu. I don't want to go through the old menu. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Maybe I do. There are extra storage options down here. Books. Maybe, maybe not. Not quite sure. There's quite a lot of these little clutter shelf things. They're really good. Okay, let's have that one. And then this one next to that. And this one next to that. And then you might want to skip back to the to those again. And that. Spaces in between for other things, because it's not good to have the same thing everywhere. This over here, and then maybe another one with the things there to get a bit of difference in there. Actually, the spaces would be helpful for making areas. I might make some more spaces around there. I'll think about it. In the meanwhile, concentrating on the clutter, just to make this space look all well lived in. Alright, so over here. And there. A bit over here. I don't know what to do in the corner. I'll have to think about that. Okay, but you get the idea. I'm going to stick those sorts of things around. But really, I need boxes and other such things as well. Because you're not just going to have cupboards. Okay, so let's get a nice box as well as one of those. I could stick loads of these sorts of containers in with food. Because that makes sense. Chilies? I don't know. Bags. Pile of sacks. That's pretty good. Let's have those. I don't know what's of these I should get. Is that potato? Fruit container! Okay, let's have some fruit. Is there another one? Yep, there's another fruit container. Great. What other clutter is there? Clutter is the key. You must have clutter. For it looks right. Anywhere you put clutter, it's good. Well, apart from when you put clutter in a really stupid place, which I'm very good at, so, you know. We'll have to see. Oh, rats! That's changed out one of the other things that I'd had. Never mind. Books? Maybe. You might have books up here. After all, we are close to the other places. And this little thing over here. This looks like it's going to make good clutter. Excellent. Right, so let's have some boxes. And separate things out a bit. This is the sort of thing that you might pile up loads of boxes next to there. You wouldn't pile up too much stuff next to the edge, because if it's anything that can fall on anybody or anything like that, then you won't want to pile that up anywhere near the edge. So not so much. That's good. That does look good. Barrels. You could put the barrels in these. You don't want to put anything right in front of things because people need to walk around them. So maybe here you could have a little set of barrels and a box, and otherwise clutter. You've still got room to go past it. It's a bit tight of a space there. But things to make this look all packed up with stuff to make it really quite well stocked with whatever. This could be neat. A nice, neat set of boxes set up, ready for usage. Maybe they're the more. This is the more commonly travelled bit where you people will go in here quite often to grab stuff. In which case, yes, I could actually put several out here. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, this is the place where people stack up stuff. That's what I've decided. Good. I have lots of these little bags over here. Maybe an open box of fruits over there. These, I quite like these, but I don't know. Maybe up there. Yes. That is looking quite well stacked. Because you've got to be able to feed a load of people, and a load of people, well, it takes quite a lot of feeding, doesn't it? One of these, and again somewhere. Yes, here. That's nice. I kind of want to put pictures up and stuff, but you don't put pictures up in a roof space where you're just going in there to grab clutter that's around the place. So I don't know. Perhaps not. Okay, that's a good place for that. No, you might put pictures up in the eating hall, though. Ah, there's not enough light in the eating hall. I don't know. Let's see what pictures and stuff we've got. I don't know if they're in here. Yes. Pictures. Brilliant. That's a nice one. Look at that. Let's stick that one up somewhere. Can we fit it? Of course we can fit it. Whereabouts? I kind of like pictures to be on the looking level rather than up high, because you want to be able to study a picture. So there we go. Let's have some pictures there and some more around the edge. If you're going to have an eating area, pictures everywhere is a lovely thing to do. All right. Give something to something for people to look at as they're munching on their food. Okay, one there. And this one. I really like this one because it's got the little house. The little house hiding behind the tree on it. Which is lovely. This place looks a bit dark. Maybe that corner needs a light. Have we got any? Yes. Torch, maybe. I kind of like these. These are like my go-to with the lights because they're white light, and it's quite good for this little corner here. Just to make that a bit lighter. I have got these which do lots of light, and I've put a few of those white lights around the place. So that must have been just a corner that I left out along with this one. There we go. I really don't like to light things too much because if you overlight things and there's no atmosphere. It's just light everywhere. I don't know, that might be in the wrong place. I might have to think about that one. But this looks like an eating hall. I think we can go for tables and chairs and do that all the way around. So we'll have the fancy tables and benches, classic seats perhaps, because we can. So let's have classic seats and the benches first, and we want them this way. Okay, so that's not actually giving us much space, is it? Let's try here. And then we can have this here. I don't know. This kind of is changing from an eating hall to something else. Let's see. You can have it there and there. That gives us space down the middle. And then you can have the classic benches over there. Ah. Let's take that away just for now. And replace it with a bit further up. This is almost like a meeting room now. I don't really want it to be a meeting room, but it's kind of nice. I like it. Okay, so we've got some eating area. That's not done properly. You go away. Right. Let's restart that. Have it here. And another one of these here. Have we got enough room in the middle for another one? We have. Should we put another one in the middle is another thing. But this is really cool. Look at it. It's got that. It somehow it feels right. It looks like a meeting room, as I said. Can I put tables in another way to make it? I suppose that works. Sort of. What do you reckon? It kind of works? Maybe not. It was a nice try, though. Okay. Well, I'm going to put more clutter in the... I'm going to put more clutter in here and get this all cluttered up. I'm going to put a... I'm going to put a staircase in here so that we can get up this this tower. I made a few places where you can just peek out at the wild yonder from the windows as well. But I'll make some more up here. And there might be some sort of room that I can make up here. I don't know. And then this will be looking good. And then we can move on to the next building, whichever building that is. I mean, I've not actually started any other buildings yet, but I will actually get to that. And I shall see you in the next episode. In the meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you next time. Bye for now.